This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the Hazleton Police K-9 unit got some help recently from local police cadets. Hello everyone, I hope your week is off to a great start. Thanks for watching FYI, your place for 24 hours of your community news and information. I'm Ken Carr, and here comes the information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Jury selection got underway today in a trial of a Hazleton man accused of murder. 31-year-old Elazar Israel is accused of fatally shooting Samuel Vacant. The 52-year-old Vacant was reported missing by his estranged wife, who state police say was romantically involved with Israel. Israel is accused of shooting Vacant in the back in Vacant's Drums home on August 31st of 2015. The body was found wrapped in a tent in the woods. The trial is expected to last about 2 weeks. The Pennsylvania State Police are conducting the investigation into an accident that sent one man to the hospital. That same accident involved the Hazleton Police. It happened around 3:45 p.m. Friday at the intersection of North Locust and West 19th Streets. According to State Police at Hazleton, the three-vehicle crash occurred as two marked Hazleton Police vehicles were in pursuit of a vehicle and traveling west on West 19th Street. The four-way intersection has stop signs for vehicles traveling on West 19th. As police approached the intersection, a motorcycle was traveling north on Locust and approaching the intersection. The first police vehicle, utilizing lights and siren, cleared the intersection and continued pursuit. The second police vehicle, a Ford Police Interceptor utility vehicle, utilizing emergency lighting, entered the intersection and struck the back tire of the motorcycle. The motorcycle then struck the bumper of a Chevrolet school van. The van, driven by 28-year-old Lisa Skelefane of Hazleton, was traveling south on Locust Street and had stopped prior to impact at the intersection after yielding for the police. The van was carrying 4 students and an aide. No one was injured in the van. The operator of the motorcycle, 28-year-old Luis J. Espinal of Hazleton, suffered moderate injuries to his leg and was airlifted to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Medical Center. The police officer, Brent Green, was uninjured but was evaluated as a precaution. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziali requested the state police handle the investigation. Future police officers gave members of the Hazleton Police Department an early Christmas gift. Members of Class 232 of the Lackawanna College Police Academy in Hazleton presented a check for $1,270 to the police department's K-9 unit. FYI, Sam Lassant Jr. talked with Hazleton Police Lieutenant Ken Zapovsky and Class Captain Jessica Muccioni in this interview.
Today, the cadets at the Lackawanna College Police Academy presented the City of Hazleton with a check for $1,270. What they did as part of their academy process is they have a fundraising project to do, and the project they chose was to support our K-9 division. They're aware of the budgetary constraints that municipalities, especially the City of Hazleton, runs under, and they thought it was a noteworthy cause and a noble cause to raise money to provide us the tools and equipment necessary to enhance and maintain our K-9 unit. So that money is directly going to go into a fund for our K-9 account, and equipment will be purchased from that to help our dogs. Our dogs do a lot of stuff. They're patrol dogs, so they actually go out with the officers on the road. They answer calls for service when there's handler protection issues, when an officer's in danger, or to track a person. They do a lot of versatile stuff with their nose, and they actually, some of our dogs have apprehended bad guys who have fought with police or had weapons. So it's a very good tool. But also our K-9 unit also has the ability to do drug detection, which is another great thing. Their noses are so many more times more sensitive than ours, so they're able to pick out drugs. And all this stuff unfortunately requires maintenance, requires training, and requires special equipment. We want to keep the K-9 partners safe, so our vehicles are specifically equipped for that, and unfortunately that comes at a cost. So this money will go in to help support those tools that we need to keep our K-9 unit functioning.
We do a lot of community service with the Hazleton Police Department, so we kind of got familiarized with everybody there and understood the budget restraints, and they had recently lost a K-9 officer not too long ago, so we figured this would be a good program to get going. We sold t-shirts and bracelets to cadets, to our family members, to everybody we could try to find to help raise the money, and we ended up raising $1,270 to help them. That'll go towards equipment or another dog. It'll go towards benefiting the whole program in general.
How long did it take you to do, and what if people still want to donate?
People still can donate if they'd like to. It took us a couple weeks, that's it, just to sell the t-shirts. And we sold t-shirts and bracelets. The bracelet said, "Fighting crime one bite at a time," in reference to the police dogs. But it only took about a month to raise it.
Hazelton's newest canine Edney was purchased through fundraiser money. If you would like to help the cadets increase their donation to the HPD, you can email Jess Muccioni at gmail.com. A tribal court ruled that he was solely responsible for a car accident that killed a bicyclist from our area, and now that man from New Mexico is appealing the ruling. In late October, a tribal jury issued the ruling in the death of John Anzarski, a 19-year-old from Ringtown. Anzarski died from injuries suffered when he was struck by a car in New Laguna, New Mexico. The local teen was biking cross-country to raise money and awareness for breast cancer in June of 2010. The jury verdict assigned 100% of fault to 62-year-old Gilbert Wankana of New Mexico. The jury also awarded more than $72,000 to Anzarski's family for property damages. Wankana's family attorney filed the appeal on November 17th, asking them to dismiss the charges. The appeal contends that the charges were filed beyond the acceptable statute of limitations. What is the future of the Miss Dolly trolley? The popular trolley is named after Dorothy Dolly Vinchovsky-Kuhn, a longtime bus driver and later operations and safety supervisor at the Schuylkill Transportation System. The six-wheel, 26-passenger bus was purchased in 2007 and was rented out to communities and private parties for special events. Dolly was appraised at $50,000. She was put up for bid at a surplus vehicle sale a few weeks ago, but there was no bidder. Bids less than the appraised value were not accepted. Since the trolley was bought with state funding, PennDOT required the public auction. Assistant County Solicitor Glenn Roth says the county has met its requirement of putting the vehicle out for public bid and is now exploring other possible routes to sell it. Coming up on FYI, we'll find out what college hoodie Ron Marchetti is rocking today when he presents his Short Shot segment, and I have local scores and big cheerleading news. After this break, we'll talk roundabouts with our friends from PennDOT. You'll be seeing a lot more of them all around the Commonwealth.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
Hi guys, it's Monday and I'm Christy Book. I'd like to welcome you back to Core Fitness, and today I have a couple guests with me. I'd like to introduce you guys to Carolyn Boone, and Carolyn is one of our cycle or spinning instructors here at Core, but we have something really exciting going on that she's spearheaded here, and it is an 8-week workshop. So it's designed to hold you accountable and to get you in the gym, because sometimes I hear that you've joined the gym, you walk in, you don't know what to do, you get frustrated and you leave. So she maintains your diet for you, she gets you in here 3 times a week, gets you on a bike and out in the gym, and you're held accountable for something because she's going to weigh you every single week. So Carolyn, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I actually, originally when I started my journey with weight loss and cycling, I had this similar combination, and I've worked towards it. I got myself certified in personal nutrition. I got myself certified to teach cycle, and here I am, putting it together and try to get everybody to the same goal I'm at.
That's awesome, and it definitely is not all about the scale. It's about getting you up, getting you healthy, and especially now, it's getting darker quicker, we're losing motivation, and everybody knows that we're going to start putting on our coats so we can kind of hide those extra pounds. So let me just tell you from my personal experience, you're not going to outrun it. The average woman is going to gain between 5 and 10 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's. We had this conversation last year, guys, so don't let it get ahead of you this year. So Carolyn, what I really love about this class, and I've stressed it before, is that you're showing them accountability. So they're here 3 days a week. And what is the format that you follow when you're teaching these workshops?
Well, from the very beginning, I give a journal. It's a weight loss journal. You write what motivates you, why you're here. You can write your daily food with a journal and go day by day. It's a nice thick book you get. Every Monday we do a weigh-in, so you're going to be held accountable because you're going to be weighed in every week. So we're going to announce, say, hey, great guys, we lost a total of 6 pounds this week.
And so far, how much have you guys lost in the 5 weeks, and inches as well? Because that's actually a little bit more important to me as a trainer. It's more important not just the weight loss, but the inches that they're losing.
We measured in the beginning on inches. We're not going to measure again until the end.
Okay.
On inches, so we get that overall from beginning to end. Right now, total weight loss, we are in the ballpark of about 20 pounds.
That's awesome. So they have 5 girls and 3 here tonight. So 20 pounds, 5 girls. You know, you do the math, guys. That's 4 pounds apiece. That's awesome. So what I like about it is that she's always changing it up. That's what we do here. We are not boring.
Nope.
So if you'd like to try it, you can call 455-7818 and get some more information on pricing and when the next workshop starts. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It looks like there's more snow on its way to our area. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy, we'll have a low of 28 degrees with a northwest wind from 6 to 8 miles per hour. Tuesday, rain and snow likely mainly after 4 p.m. Increasing clouds with a high near 37, 60% chance of precipitation. New snow accumulation of less than a ½ inch possible. Tuesday night, snow before 1 a.m., then rain and snow, low around 33. New snow accumulation of around an inch possible. Wednesday, rain and snow likely before 7 a.m., mostly cloudy, high of 40 degrees, 60% chance of snow. On Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 29. Thursday, a chance of snow showers, 40% chance, mostly cloudy, high of 34. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 23. Friday is very cold, partly sunny with a high near 29. Friday night, mostly cloudy, low of only 18 degrees.
A major traffic construction project is underway in our area, and here to get the latest details on it is James May. He's the district press officer with PennDOT. So this is a really big project that might impact a lot of our viewers traveling in that vicinity. So tell us about it, because one phase is ready to open up.
Well, it's for anyone who travels up near Luzerne County Community College in the Nanacoke area. And what's unique about this project is that it involves 6 roundabouts. And so I know that a lot of people have had a lot of questions about the roundabouts that came in up at the airport. Up in the Dallas area, there's another roundabout going in the middle there. So roundabouts are actually kind of a new thing that's coming to Pennsylvania and coming to the nation as a whole. Anytime that we do a project that we have to evaluate if we should have a traffic signal or a stop sign, we now also need to evaluate, and if possible, to look at putting a roundabout in at those areas. So the new South Valley Parkway is a road that will go from State Route 29 back to Luzerne County Community College. Right now, all of the traffic that goes back there, and the college is growing, there's more students there. All of the traffic now goes on Middle Road, which is a very tiny road that goes right through the middle of the town there. It looks like it was a road that was designed by a farmer who was taking his cows down the middle of the road, just like many of our roads around here were originally paths, but it's not designed for the amount of traffic that it has. So we're building a brand new road around, it's the South Valley Parkway, and part of this project, it will have 6 roundabouts. And so 5 of them will be single-lane roundabouts, which are relatively easy to maneuver, and the first one coming off of 29, will be a 2-lane roundabout. We anticipate having the first roundabout at SB Road and Middle Road at that intersection. That should be opening in the next couple of weeks here in December timeframe. That will be open. And then over the next few years, the other roundabouts will be opened in phases, and the entire project in a few years, it's still a few years out, but we're going to start seeing some progress taking place on that in the next few weeks.
For anybody who's not familiar with what a roundabout is, what is it and how should we drive it?
Well, a roundabout, first of all, roundabouts are different than traffic circles. One of the things that we get asked all the time is New Jersey is taking their traffic circles out and we're putting them in. New Jersey and other places used to have traffic signals, or traffic circles. Those tend to be much larger conglomerations, so to speak, and if you're inside there, you yield to the traffic coming in. Roundabouts are much smaller, much more concise areas. A few things to keep in mind. when you know you're coming up to a roundabout, first thing to do, and you should do this all the time, put down your cell phone, put down anything that would distract you, and pay attention, especially even more so if you know you're coming to a roundabout. So if you're going through this area or up at the airport, put down your phone. When you come up to the roundabout, the first thing that you'll notice is that you have the yield sign so you have to yield to the vehicles that are inside the roundabout. You should never stop inside the roundabout. You have the yield going in, which is different from a traffic circle in New Jersey. So put down your cell phone before you get there, yield to the traffic that's in there. When you're in there, use your turn signal. Especially if you're going to be going in and making an immediate right-hand turn. And one way I tell people, we always say go counterclockwise, and people have to sort of think mentally, okay, what does that mean? You should always be able to look out your driver's side window and see the middle of the roundabout. If you're looking out the other side, you're either in England, Australia, or going the wrong direction. So make sure that you're able to look out your driver's side window, the left-hand side there, and see the roundabout. So we're moving in this direction right now. There are 32 roundabouts currently in Pennsylvania that are open to traffic. There are 18 that are currently under construction and another 17 that are in design. So across Pennsylvania, across the state, this is where we're moving to right now, is more roundabouts.
All righty, you heard it here. So please pay attention, be careful. It's supposed to make our travel better, but they need your cooperation to make it a success.
Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers up on FYI on this Monday. Pick 2, 98, pick 3, 996, pick 4, 6893, pick 5, 19025. And that's your green screen for today. When we come back, sports, I have some scores from over the weekend, and Ron Marchetti will test our trivia knowledge. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
The Hazleton Area High School varsity competition cheerleading squad is going to Disney World. Last week we told you about their 4th straight PIAA District 2 championship. Over the weekend they competed at regionals, and that's where they qualified for nationals in Florida. If you missed our story on the team on Friday, it's posted on our Facebook page at facebook.com/SSPTV News. Here's the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard right now, and how did this get in there? When Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker stops by for his weekly visit, I'm sure we'll talk about this game. Also, congratulations to Temple for winning the American Athletic Conference. Big weekend for Pennsylvania college football. The Penn State Hazleton men's basketball team split a pair of Penn State University Athletic Conference games this weekend. They are now 2-1 in the league. Jordan Singletary had 17 points and 8 rebounds in their win over PSU Beaver. The local Lions hit 10 triples in the win. Their loss came in overtime to Penn State Greater Allegheny. Both of these games were on the road. The local Lady Lions also split this weekend. They lost the PSU AC Championship rematch to Penn State Beaver and then rebounded with a win over Greater Allegheny. They had 17 steals in the win, and Mackenzie Prutzman led the way with 22 points, and Stephanie Guevara had 13 rebounds. Here's another split for a local team. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins split with St. John's on the road. They lost on Sunday in overtime. 3 teams now have 31 points in the AHL Atlantic Division, and look at Bridgeport sitting there with 30. It's early, but it's fun in the AHL. And you know what else is fun? Our Trivia Treat segment with Ron Marchetti. Here's Ronnie.
"75 years ago today in 1941, a college football team traveled to Hawaii for a postseason bowl game. It turned out to be a 15-day trip that drastically changed their lives." Hi, everybody. This is Trivia Traits. I'm sure that most of our viewers tonight never heard of this team. That's why this short story is being told. The name of this team was the Willamette University football team from Oregon. They traveled to Hawaii for a series of postseason games known as the Shrine Bowl. Willamette was to play the University of Hawaii and San Jose State. They lost to Hawaii 20-6. Then on the following day, while getting ready for a picnic outside their hotel, the team watched planes fly overhead, and they witnessed Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7th. The Willamette team, along with the San Jose State players, would be assigned weapons to protect the beach and the hills above Honolulu after the initial attack. Willamette's head coach, Ray Keene, volunteered his players for 10 days of guard duty at Pinihu School, while the women on the trip were sent to a Navy hospital as nurses' aides. All of the 28 members on that Willamette University football team would join the armed forces after returning to Oregon. Only one of the 28 would actually survive the war. That started on the day after tomorrow in 1941. That's a true story and a forgotten one. Now let's turn to some pleasant trivia. The 2016 Heisman Trophy will be presented tomorrow night, not tomorrow, but on Saturday. 8 and only 8 previous Heisman Trophy winners became NFL Rookies of the Year. How many of them could you name? The first Heisman winner to become Rookie of the Year in the NFL was Tony Dorsett in 1977. After he won that award, Dorsett became Dorsett. The last to do it was Cam Newton in 2011. The other 5 in between were Earl Campbell in 1978, George Rogers in 1981, Marcus Allen in 1982, Barry Sanders in 1989, Eddie George in 1996, and Charlie Woodson in 1998. Lamar Jackson of Louisville seems to be the favorite to win on Saturday, but there's always a dark horse in the race. Not this year. I'll talk to you on the eve of the Heisman selection and the Army-Navy game. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be a big headache. Well, cheer up with Bottleneck's Little Neck Clam Special, $1.95 a dozen in melted butter.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, be having a Pierogi and Ilishki sale Friday, December 9th from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2179. Our next announcement, the Greater Hazleton Unit of the American Cancer Society is presenting Chris Pavlik Sings Sinatra on Saturday, December 10th at the Pines Eatery and Spirits in Hazleton. The performance will be held from 6 to 9 p.m. with a full buffet and cash bar. Tickets are $25 per person and proceeds benefit the ACS Telethon. For tickets or additional information, please call 570-459-1212. Our next announcement, Holy Family Academy will be holding a gift card and toy bingo Sunday, December 11th. Doors open at noon, early bird at 1, and games start at 1:30. Admission is just $10. For more information, just call 570-455-9431. And finally, the Miller Keystone Blood Center will be holding a December blood drive Tuesday, December 6th. The event will be held from noon to 5 p.m. at the Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton Lobby Conference Room. You can register in advance or walk-ins are welcome. For info, 570-501-6204 or visit giveapint.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. John William Rosetsky, formerly of Hazleton. Services are Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the St. Luke's Lutheran Church in Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Mary Puhak of Hazleton. Funeral is Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. And Lawrence Marchetti of West Hazleton. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Diane Campbell of Hazleton. Diane, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Tomorrow on FYI, Pat Brogan joins the Sportscast to talk about raising awareness for dystonia and also 2 races he's been in recently, the Run for the Diamonds and a half marathon in Delaware. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.